Welcome to day 26 of 30 Days of Grace. It's time for another story. Today we're reading from Luke chapter 13, verses 10 through 17. Now Jesus was teaching in one of the synagogues on the Sabbath. And behold, there was a woman who had a disabling spirit for 18 years. She was bent over and could not fully straighten herself. When Jesus saw her, he called her over and said to her, "Woman, you are freed from your disability." And he laid his hands on her, and immediately she was made straight, and she glorified God. But the ruler of the synagogue, indignant because Jesus had healed on the Sabbath, said to the people, "There are 6 days in which work ought to be done. Come on those days and be healed, and not on the Sabbath day." Then the Lord answered him, "You hypocrites! Does not each of you on the Sabbath untie his ox or his donkey from the manger and lead it away to water it? And ought not this woman, a daughter of Abraham, whom Satan bound for 18 years, be loosed from this bond on the Sabbath day?" As he said these things, all his adversaries were put to shame, and all the people rejoiced at all the glorious things that were done by him. There are so many times when we're waiting on things to happen, whether it's specific promises that God made to us or things we know God is capable of, and ideally God will do. I know God wants us to be healthy and whole. I know he's a good God who loves his children. I know he works all things together for our good, and it's interesting. And I also think it's interesting to note how reasons for people having physical pain problems are so diverse. I talked about diversity, I think, in my last video, but the reasons for things are so diverse. It can be purely a physical problem, purely some chemical imbalance, or something's not working properly, hardware's not functioning properly, or it could be a mental thing, or there have been times in the Bible when God used illness to punish people. That is a thing. Now,
side note, knowing people that have physical issues who have been accused of doing something wrong that has brought this pain upon themselves, I would recommend not doing that. If you feel like God is speaking to you directly and telling you that you need to tell someone that, I'm not going to tell you not to do that. But if you're just assuming things about people, please don't do that.
God has used physical ailments to punish people, like Miriam, when I don't know if she's making fun of Moses or getting mad at Moses because he married the Cushite woman. God made her leprous. And there's a story also in the New Testament where Jesus heals the crippled man. And they're like, "Why was he like this? Why was he like this?" And he said, "So that the glory of God could be shown," or something like that, basically to show how amazing God is that he will heal people. But here it's talking about a disabling spirit. So this is an evil spirit, and this spirit's purpose is to disable a person and cause her physical problems so that she can't even stand up straight. So I think it's interesting that, again, going back to something I've talked about in another video, why do bad things happen to people? Where do you want to start? There's so many reasons. There's so many reasons. Ultimately, it's because we live in a fallen world, but there's so many detailed issues. Physical, biological things not doing what they're supposed to be doing. But here it's specifically a spirit that is harming this woman and keeping her in bondage, basically. Jesus said, "Ought not this woman be loosed from this bond on the Sabbath day?" What better time to be set free from this physical ailment caused by a spiritual being? I just thought this was an interesting story, and I hope it got you thinking, and I hope it was edifying to you. I will see you tomorrow for day 27 of 30 Days of Grace. We're getting close to the end, so stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, and please, if these videos are helping you in some way, please share them with your friends, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good day.